Do you have one of these and you want one of these? Don't know how to make that happen? Well, let me help you do that today. Keep watching. Hi, Joe Antonio, I'm back again and we're looking at another little DIY fix today. So what we have is we're just doing up this ceiling and we've just filled some dips in it and we've sanded it, but today's all about lighting. So what we have here today is some LED lights that we've was put in when the house was built. Okay, we've got a few of them. They're right around. So typical of the era of this house, it's got 70mm hole, and we've got these old LED lights, or they could be halogens that use the same 70mm hole. They're really past their use by date, these old lights, and we're looking at refreshing them. Okay, so we'll have a look at the replacement. Okay, here's our replacement. We picked up some lights down at our local friendly Bunnings store. So we've got some, these are Lucy Bello lights. They're fairly new brand I've seen on the shelf. So what they are is, these are just a flush lens, plug-in LED, and they've got, they're 10 watts I believe, and they've got a multi switch on the back to change the temperature of the lighting from warm to cold. 3 settings there. These set of 4 came in at $32. So economically priced and fairly easy to install. The problem we have with these lights is that that's a 92mm cutout, okay? What we have up in our ceiling is 70mm. So there's our issue. From 90 to 70mm, and how we're going to fit that, and how we're going to cut that hole without ripping up that ceiling. So that's what I'm going to cover today. So how we're going to change from a 70mm fitting to a 90mm fitting, or in this case 92mm. That's pretty standard, the 92mm. And most of these lights, this is a Delta one that I've used in the past as well. This is a Delta light, very similar. The Delta light, again with the spring loaded, LED, plug, all built in driver transformer in those same, and again 92mm cut. Okay, so let's look at the hole and how we're going to cut it. First thing you need to do is remove the old fitting by just turning it, and they usually just pop out, the downlight pops out like that. The next part you need to do is remove the spring-loaded clip for the outside flange. So you usually just grab that, pull the spring back inside, and you can drop that out like that. Okay. So removal, there we go. If this is wired in at this point, you're going to need an electrician, okay? But if you've got a plug like this, you can just unplug the fitting, okay? And that's where you'll plug in your new one. At the moment, we're just going to push that back through the hole and make sure it's clear of the hole. So when we drill through with our hole saw, we're not going to cut into that wire. You're going to make sure all the way around is clear. To do this job, we're going to need 2 hole saws, okay? First you need a 70mm, and then you need the 90mm. I use a 90mm, not a 92 or a 95, because I like to keep it nice and tight. Okay, so I've got a 90 and a 70. What I do with the 70 is it needs to center itself in the hole. So I'll put a little blanking plate on the back of the hole saw, just glue it on with a bit of hot glue. Okay, and the point of that is that it centralizes the drill. So that fits into the 70mm hole. The drill goes into that hole as a center to keep it centralized, so we can then drill the 90. Okay, I've just used the back out of a silicone tube and just drilled a hole in that. Just cut that out, and there we go, hot glued it on there. It's literally 3 minutes to create that, and then you've got an adapter to fit onto your 90mm hole saw. And I'll show you that in use. Okay. The next step is you get your 70mm, get your 70mm hole saw with a little capping end, and you just gently, it should be a tight fit, and be able to push that into be a little bit tight. This one, and you want it tight. Okay, there we go, it's in. Got your 90mm, and you use that as your centre. You push up. You want to hold it steady and with not too much speed. A little bit of pressure. There you go. Done. You just hump back in the hole for your power plant. Plug it in. Take that back in. Out of the way. Fold up your little spring-loaded catches, and that's it. Job done. How easy was that? Okay, so it's in. A lot of people ask me why can't I just use my 90mm hole saw and try and push that onto the hole. What will happen, I guarantee you, it'll skew sideways and it'll rip up your ceiling. So if you just do that 5-minute job, gluing that little end on, making a 70mm first and being able to make that fitting, you won't tear up your ceiling and you won't be up for a repair job. It's that simple, okay? Hope you found it easy. So the standard is 90mm these days compared to the old 70mm fittings. If you want to get that job done, it's pretty easy. Okay, that's it. Quick and dirty DIY job. Get in there, swap those fittings out. Literally takes about 3 minutes to cut the new hole, okay, and put the new light in. It's that quick, okay. Make sure you wear a mask. There's a lot of dust in those ceilings typically. All right, see you later. Joe Antonio. Catch you next time. Bye, guys.